Great fight week. Best weight cut. Felt good. No excuses. People, my mom too, she's like, what? Why? You just weren't the same. Like, what was wrong? I'm like, nothing. I just got beat. There was nothing. Everyone keeps asking me that. Like, what? Something seemed off. Something seemed different. Or flat foot. It's like, there was nothing. Zero excuses. Nothing. Had a good fight camp. Had a good weight cut. Or more.
I'm not even sure.
I know one, was deep in on I threw a right hand. He got deep in on a double leg. A lot of the times I was up against the cage, like I was sitting. I didn't want him to pick me up. Remember when he picked up Henry? Like I was like, that can't happen. I cannot let him pick me up like that. So a lot of times I was sitting up against the cage. You know, going 25 minutes with a machine like that too. I was like, a couple of times I'm like, in hindsight, I should have fought hands better, harder, made it, and got the fuck away and disengaged. But there was like questions on like cardio. My cardio felt good, but sometimes in the middle of those rounds I should have fought to get up and get away harder than I did. Every last 4 fights were former champions. Like the dude's fucking good, super skilled. Still don't. I mean, I know I could beat him. I guess what sucks. He beat me on the day that matters, so it's like fucking. That's the one that matters. Is what it is.
Literally everybody reached out to me that night and said, Sean O'Malley didn't look like himself. He didn't look explosive. He didn't look, all the same stuff we were all saying that night.
And then lastly,
not to take anything from Rob, but
correct.
I mean, everybody felt that way.
About that fight, the Sean O'Malley fight.
Rob made it look easy. You know, I knew it was going to be a tough fight for him. I knew it was going to be a real tough fight, but
I just realized.
I just didn't expect it would be that easy for Rob to manhandle him, you know?
Yeah, hold on. I just realized, since you know so much about UFC, you could bet and win so much money.
I place bets, yeah. But sometimes
that's a cheat code. Because you know motherfuckers' weaknesses and like.
To an extent, though, too. At the same time, you get too emotionally invested in certain fighters, and you bet with your heart rather than your brain.
Oh, that's like me with my Houston teams, bro. They fucking sell me
every time. It just depends, man. It just depends how you. I mean, yes, I've done well on some bets, but I've lost them too. The MMA is a crazy fucking sport. Like, I would have never bet on the Sean and Merab fight because I knew that it was too close. But Merab made it look easy, you know. Like I didn't expect that. I expected O'Malley to be able to use his footwork better, use his feints, keep his distance, and is a dangerous striker.
Dangerous striker, yeah.
That's all I was thinking in my head. I was like, I told these guys are assholes. His fans particularly are just pricks, man.
Really?
A lot of his fans are just pricks. Really, because he started gloating and started saying all this stuff. I accepted the loss in grace. You know, I shot for the stars in a not so ideal situation. If I won, great. And I try to build the fight. I try to give, help us both make some money. And pay-per-view numbers didn't even do that great. So I was
really.
Today we got Merab versus O'Malley. I thought it was a really good fight. I thought Merab did exactly what he should do if you're fighting a guy like O'Malley and you have the skill set that Merab has versus the skill set that O'Malley has. So good on Merab. Congrats to the new champ. Blah blah blah. All of that stuff. But before we get into the breakdown, I gotta say I think that you're absolutely insane if you don't want to see me and O'Malley fight next. Okay. I am pretty sure that maybe the entire division is going to be calling out Sean O'Malley next just because that's the way that people do things. But you guys know that this has been a fight that's, been in the works for a really long time. I'm not going to try to sound like I'm like trying to throw this idea at you guys. You guys know it's a good idea. Back me up on all that stuff. Me and O'Malley got next. Figgy turned down a fight against me in September, which is just kind of whack because I thought that Figgy was a little bit, more about that life than that. I'm kind of actually hurt that Figgy doesn't want to fight me in December, but maybe he wants to take easier fights. I don't know what that dude's plan is. I think Jan's out for a little bit. Henry's like hurt, not hurt sometimes. I don't really know what goes on with that guy, but me and O'Malley got next.
But Kamaru, what can I say? I predicted these things. Sean is not accustomed to going 5 rounds, and he is not accustomed to people on his legs, and I just felt like I still go back and say, hey, that fight with Aljamain Sterling, that was a fluke too. Aljamain was still in that fight, and people thought I was just hating. It's like, no, I've been into a Merab. I did a whole lot better than Sean when I didn't even fight Merab. I mean, I took down Merab. Like, Merab is lucky that I had that groin injury, but from what I did the first round, if I would have kept that up for the third, that was going to be the damn game plan. And I'm still planning on running it back, but either way, Sean O'Malley got his ass kicked for 5 rounds, and I can't wait to get him next, Kush.
Train has taken a derailment. Sugar Sean O'Malley was defeated soundly. According to the judges' scorecards, 49-45 46, 48, 47 on the other two scorecards. It could have been a 50-45. It could have been a 49-46. Those two other judges that gave it 48-47, it doesn't matter. Like Merab said, it doesn't matter. Everybody knows he dominated him. And the reality is he did. I have a tremendous amount of respect for Sugar Sean O'Malley. He's great for the sport. He's a great personality. He's an incredible fighter. And as a champion, he was phenomenal. But tonight, Merab Dvalishvili proved to be the kryptonite. Went out there over 5 rounds, pushed the pace, forced the action, got the takedowns, picked him up, put him down, roughhoused him, ragdolled him, guillotined him, just bossed him all over the octagon.
But I truly do believe, especially for Sean, the way he is and the type of mentality he is, that's just going to level him up even more. To get back to it, back to more jiu-jitsu, back to more wrestling, and finding ways to improve. That's the thing about these losses. You improve so much more from these losses than if we would have went out there and started Merab in the first or second round. And completely, obviously, bummed out. Like, God, what could have been? But always remember, life is good.